no longer with idle talking. Know of me then, for I now speak of some purpose that I know you are a gentleman of good conceit. I speak not this, that you should have a good opinion of my knowledge. Insomuch I say, I know you are. Neither do I labor for a greater esteem than may, in some measure, draw the belief from you to do things for yourself and not to grace me. Believe then, if you please, that I can do strange things.
Well, well, what a glittering assemblage, King Stefan. Royalty, nobility, the gentry, and how quaint, even the rebel. I must say, I felt quite distressed on not receiving an invitation. What an awkward situation. Oh no, I'm not offended, and to show I bear no ill will, I too shall bestow a gift upon the child. The princess shall indeed grow in grace and beauty, beloved by all who meet her. But when the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into a sleep like death. All right. She can be awakened by a sleep like death, but only by true love's kiss. The curse will last until the end of time. Mwahahahahahahahaha. John, in what you're doing here, genetic force is the most awesome power the planet's ever seen. But you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun. I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You read what others have done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourself. So therefore, you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the backs of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could. Before you knew it, you had it. You patented it, and you packaged it, and you slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. I forget.
Your scientists.
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could. They didn't stop to think if they should. No, hold on, John. This is not an animal wiped out by deforestation or the building of a dam. Dinosaurs had their shot, and nature selected them for extinction.
You laugh, kids. Because this is a time in your life when you still have your choices. Your teens, you think you can do anything. And you do. Your 20s are a blur. Your 30s, you make a little money and you get a family. You think to yourself, what happened to my 20s? Your 40s, yeah. Oh, hold on, I'm forgetting my skit. Your 40s, you grow a little pot belly and you grow another chin. Music starts to get loud and well, if your old girlfriend from high school becomes a grandmother, your 50s, you have your 50s, you have a minor surgery. You call it procedure, but it's a surgery. Your 60s, you have a major surgery. Music is still too loud, but it doesn't matter because you can't hear it anyways. Let's see, your 70s, you and your wife are tired of Fort Lauderdale. You start eating dinner at 2, lunch around 10, breakfast the night before. And, well, yeah. And you spend most of your time wandering around malls, looking for the ultimate soft yogurt and wondering, how come the kids don't call? By 80s, you've had a major stroke and you end up battling to some Jamaican nurse who your wife can't stand, but who you call mama. Any questions? Not bad.
No, it was great.
I have a brilliant, beyond brilliant idea. I'm a genius. Annie, wake up. You're related to a bona fide genius. You want to know what dad is like, right? And I'm dying to know mom. So, what I'm thinking is, oh man, this is so brilliant, it's scary. I think we should switch places. When camp's over, I leave as you and go back to London, and you leave as me and go to California. We can pull it off. We're twins, aren't we? I'll teach you to be me, and you teach me to be you. Come on, I'm dying to know, Mom. I told you, I'm brilliant.
We can't strike. Why not? Because it's against the law to strike. The king has declared that everything is a crime. Writing is a crime. 2 weeks ago, the Galaxy, the workers' newspaper, was destroyed. And if that wasn't enough, 2,000 newspapers were burned. 3 days ago, there was a student meeting, a peaceful meeting, and they broke it up. And if that wasn't enough, they arrested 2 of my friends. You see, writing, walking, talking is a crime. Being poor is a crime. Being poor is the worst crime of all. And if you commit one of these crimes, you are commended for life. Our government has no mercy, no pity, and no shame. And our king has betrayed us. We were promised a vote. Do we have a vote? Do we have our vote? Where is the land that our fathers died for? Well, my brothers, it's right here. We don't need the king. We are the Republic.
In my class, you'll learn to think for yourselves again. You'll learn to savor words and languages. No matter what anyone tells you, words and ideas can change the world. I see that look in Mr. Pitts' eyes, like 19th century literature has nothing to do with going to business school or medical school, right? Maybe. You may agree and think, yes, we should study our Mr. Pritchard and learn our rhyme and meter and go quietly about the business of achieving other ambitions. But let me tell you a secret. Huddle up. Huddle up. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is full of passion. Business, law, medicine, these are all noble pursuits necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, and love, these are all things that we stay alive for. To quote from Whitman, "O me, O life, of the question of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, what good amid these? O me, O life." Answer, that you are here and life exists, and identity. The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
Lo, she's one of this confederacy. Now I perceive you conjoined all 3 to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conjoined, have you with these contrived to bait me in your foul derision? Is all the time you've spent, the sisterly vows, is all forgot? All school days friendship, childhood innocence, we, Hermia, like 2 artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one key, both singing one song, as if our hands, our sides, our voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together like a double cherry, seeming parted, but a union in partition. 2 lovely berries, both molded to one stem, with 2 seeming bodies and one heart. 2 of us first, like coats in heraldry, due but to one and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with the men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, it's not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, but I alone do feel the injury.
I was robbed. I spent the whole night waiting for the great pumpkin. When I could have been out for trick or treats. Halloween is over and I missed it. You blockhead. You kept me up all night waiting for the great pumpkin and all that came was a beagle. I didn't get a chance to go out for tricks or treats, and it's all your fault. I'll sue. What a fool I was. And I could have had candy apples and gum and cookies and money and all sorts of things, but no, I had to listen to you. You blockhead, what a fool I was. Tricks or treats only come once a year, and I missed it by sitting in a pumpkin patch with a blockhead. You owe me restitution. It's all right. It's all right. I'm back.
Why haven't you all been wondering where I was? I've been away for hours and hours, and had tea, and all sorts of things happened. No, Peter, I'm not just making up a story for fun. I was in the wardrobe. It's a magic wardrobe. There's a wood inside it, and it's snowing. And there's a fawn and a witch, and it's called Narnia.